Hello everyone, so today I will be going through a quick review of Canon's new 10 to 18mm IS STM lens for APS-C bodies. So in the US, this lens is already available for purchase. However, in Malaysia, there is still no stocks yet. So what I was testing was I was lucky enough to test a pre-production model of this lens. Now, straight off the bat, when I picked this lens up, it's extremely light. Now, I mounted it on my 70D to test, and I almost couldn't feel the weight of this lens on my 70D. So it is a very light lens, a very small, very light lens. So when you zoom in and out, the barrel will extend and retract a little bit like the 18 to 55. So the physical size does change a little bit. Now the zoom ring is exceptionally smooth. I wasn't expecting this kind of quality from a lens of this price. It's not top quality, but I would say it is quite reasonable for a lens of this price. So the zoom ring, as I said, is smooth, but it's still not as smooth as a zoom ring of, let's say, a L lens. Now it has a plastic back mount, not too good. However, for a lens of this price, a plastic back mount is pretty much expected. This lens is made in Taiwan. It takes 67mm filters and it sports a STM stepping motor. So it will be focused by wire. You still won't have the analog manual focus. You would need power from your camera to actually focus, and it's focused by wire. So it's based on that feedback mechanism. It's not that responsive, but it's good enough. Focusing is quick with the STM motor, and you will get smooth video focusing with a compatible camera with the STM motor with this lens. Now this lens is a f4.5 to 5.6, so they are very dark apertures, so in low lights you might run into some issues with this lens, especially due to the very dark aperture. Now it's pretty much made up with IS. However, the effect of the IS is again not too significant because it is a ultra wide angle, and generally IS doesn't work that well with ultra wide angles. IS is mainly for telephoto lenses, so with wide angles you will get a bit of effects from the IS, but it won't be as useful as IS on a telephoto lens. But still, it is a nice feature to have, although it is subtle. Overall, the feel of the lens is not too bad. The build is mediocre. It's pretty much a full plastic build, but I will tell you that it definitely feels better than the 50mm 1.8. Now, sharpness of this lens is pretty much on par with the 10 to 22 throughout the entire zoom range, starting from f4.5. So I tested it head to head with a 10 to 22, and the sharpness of these two lenses from center to corner were pretty much on par. I couldn't really tell which one is sharper, but relatively they are both rather soft, especially if you're comparing them to the L series ultra wide angle lenses. But still, this lens is very bang for your buck, especially if you need a cheap but good enough ultra wide angle lens for your Canon crop body. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.